Hey girl, how you doing? What's the tea? Right now, this video is going to talk about effeminacy and effemophobia. I did talk about masculinity and femininity in a man, and I want to kind of shift it over to the femininity part of it. I know quite a few effeminate guys. One is my best friend. Another is someone who's just like, wow, really? Are you serious? But they're okay. One I work with one, and there is also an effeminate, well actually he's transgender, or she, excuse me, is transgender, so, but many times people say he, because of his birth gender. So, I want to talk a little bit about that, and I think, now I know for a fact that a lot of people, when they think of effeminacy in a man, they think he wants to be a girl, this or that. They really think negative because of how the misogynistic society that we've grown up in, where we look at women, and especially black women, and you know what, black women really get a bad rap, although black women are tough. They're tough to deal with sometimes too, but I guess there's something that is, I want to say, dominant in black culture, where a black woman is strong and white women are weak, and where they feel that if a black man is strong, like they want a strong black man for a strong black woman. And I kind of don't get that whole thing with, you know, with why, coming from understanding that the whole, he left me for a white woman, you know, I really hate when Tyler Perry exploits that. That really pisses me off, because you're making it seem like a black man is weak, and therefore he's going for a weak woman. But all the white women I know kick ass. So for Tyler Perry to sit there in his plays and put that in there, I really find offensive to white women, and I find it offensive to black women too. So that's another thing. But let me jump back onto the track that I was on. Effeminacy in a man I find attractive because he's comfortable enough with who he is. That's the reason I find it very attractive, because it's, you know what, this is what I am, this is who I am, and I don't give a damn who says anything about it. That's what I like. The testicular fortitude that these men have to say, if you got a problem with it, es tuyo problema, it's your problem, no mío, not mine. So it's your problem and not mine. I've already dealt with this. I feel secure in myself, and if you have a problem with the way that I kiki with the girls, then right there. So I used to hate it when gay men called each other girl, but now I like it, because it's kind of like a bond of gay brotherhood, you know, that I feel. And there are some men who I would never use that with, because we don't express ourselves like that. There are some guys that when I'm around them, that's, you know, I'll let my effeminate side show a little more. So it's something that, for me, it's a mixed bag, but I like it because of the fact that I can usually blend in with many different crowds. I can float between many different worlds, and I like that. And I like that, and it has its drawbacks too, because you see a lot of, the world shows you its butt when you deal with when you're able to shift through different worlds, so to speak. And I want to talk about effemophobia too. People who believe that effeminacy in a man is less desirable, less attractive. I remember seeing No Fats, No Femmes, and that fats describe one half of the population, femmes describe the other half, as far as I'm concerned, and sometimes they're together. So that really bugs me when people think that effeminacy in a man is unattractive, but it doesn't bother. It bothers me, but then again, it also tells me more about you than it does about them. I remember this one kid. His name is Xander. Really cute guy too. Packed on the pounds in these last couple of years. But he's still cute as ever too. But I remember, I was working at this one church with my aunt, and he would always be around, and I would of course take notice of him because I mean he was as cute as ever. And I remember one day I had a discussion with my aunt, and I said, "That's so unattractive. He's so feminine. What is that?" And that was because I was afraid because I liked him, and I was afraid because he was attractive to me. And there was this big discussion about, you know, being gay and whatever else. And I remember we had this inside joke of, he says he likes Kool-Aid, but he never tried Pepsi. I've never had sex with a girl ever. There are some girls that I would probably want to with, but I mean, like, I'd have to never see them again because it would be so awkward. There is this pretty woman at work, very attractive. She's also bilingual too, and you know, like, I see her and she's attractive and everything, but it's just that emotional and sexual the emotional connection could definitely be there. I don't know about the sexual one, but then again, I do know that a lot of women will probably jump at the chance to have sex with me simply because I've never had sex with a girl and they think they can turn me and whatever. I don't want that. Oh, hold on. Hello? Can I call you back? I'm making a video now. Alright, later. Pardonnez-moi. So, I don't have any real desire to have sex with a girl, although I kind of want to because so that way I could say, okay, I didn't like it, or maybe I liked it a little bit, but I still want men. But then again, that indicates, quote, preference. And I hate when people use preference, because preference is saying, I tried both lakes, but I like this one better. There's no preference. It's just simply what you like. So, another thing about effeminacy in a man is that I don't know, like, it's just something that, for me, for a person who is comfortable with themselves, they can actually appreciate it. They can appreciate the masculine aspect and the feminine aspect and not worry about if someone will think that they're feminine because they hang out with a group of feminine guys, any more than someone should worry about if they're masculine because they hang out with masculine guys. That's almost like saying hanging around tall people makes you tall. Now, I will admit there are sometimes and some groups you get around them and you you take on their sayings and stuff like that. You do take on a lot of you do take them on too, because you're around them. It's just how it happens. But there's another part with that, because it really goes into gender and how we examine gender in our patriarchal society. As far as I'm concerned, I would say that I'm a feminist, just in the respect that if a woman wants to be a stay-at-home mom, I support that. If a woman wants to be a working woman, then great. If she can't be a stay-at-home mom, I don't blame her. If she can, that's great. But I don't see a stay-at-home woman as any less of a woman than a working woman. Now, Ann Romney, on the other hand, she's rich. She's got privilege. So as far as I'm concerned, she hasn't worked a day in her life outside the home. She hasn't worked a day in her life as far as outside the home. Nobody ever said raising kids was easy. And nobody ever said that raising kids isn't hard work. I think that the Mommy Wars was just a whole bunch of crap. Everybody who blasted Hillary Rosen was stupid because they knew exactly what she was saying. They twisted it to make a point that, look at the Democrats blasting women in this case. Well, you know what? That wasn't really true. So let me get back to that examination of gender in our society where we're saying that we would, when we say that we would prefer butch woman over feminine man, that says a lot, because that simply says that, hey, masculine is good, femininity is not. A girl can be, you know, she can be pretty and one of the guys or whatever, and even sometimes a woman can be a lesbian and straight men will be, oh, cool. But they better be two beautiful women. If one of them's butch, it throws the whole thing off, and even there's a lot of aggression I see many times at both homophobic straight men having a lot of venom toward feminine men because they want to be girls, and then masculine women because, oh, they want to be men. And even this question pisses me off. You're a beautiful girl, but why do you want a girl that looks like a man? Well, she has a vagina, and she's a lesbian. So I think that has something to do with it. He's so queeny. Why do you want it? Why do you want that? You could just date a girl. He has a dick. Yeah. So in Noah's Ark, the movie, he said that, or Wade, who is Eddie's husband? No, Chance's husband, Eddie, and Brandon, who is a young kid coming out, says, hey, Mr. Nicholson is light in the loafers, and so is Chance when no one's around. How do you deal with that? And Wade says something so profound that, you know what, after a while, you start noticing all the masculine traits. And for that 1 second when they meet someone new, it starts all over again. I don't know how to exactly take that, but then again, this is coming from a man who is pretty masculine himself, a character who is very masculine himself. So I guess that could very well be. But I gotta say that if any masculine, like a lot of times there's always masculine and feminine. Many times I do see that as a pair, and a lot of times people think masculine guy is the top, feminine guy is the bottom, but it could very well be reversed. A lot of times that happens, and because bottoms have to have a thing for pain. I'll just leave that go. But the dynamic with the masculine role, the feminine role in both gay and lesbian relationships, I believe that's, I don't call that a heterosexual parity, because no matter what, masculine and feminine tend, many times, no matter what, they will attract. And whether it's two men or two women, or a man and a woman, even if within that man and woman, there's non-traditional pairings, where the man takes on what would be considered the wife's primary position, if you will. But I think that those are some of my thoughts on that, on effeminacy and effemophobia. A lot of times it stems from the fact that a man doesn't think that he's masculine enough, and his a warped sense of masculinity that we have in the society, where we must, like, men don't cry, you know, young ladies don't belch. Honestly, when a girl belches, I'm kind of like, you go, girl. And some men are like, hey, if a woman were to do that on a date, I would fall in love with her. So you know, it depends. It really depends on what kind of guy is observing this phenomena, for lack of a better term. But what are your thoughts on effemophobia and effeminacy in men? I find it attractive because many times that tells me that they're comfortable with who they are. And what And with masculine men, if they can appreciate that, I know that they're comfortable in who they are. So there are 2 points where you can tell by someone's reaction to effeminacy in a man where if they're mature or if they're a real man at all. And being a real man is more than having a dick and balls. So you can be have hair on your schmeckle, but you can still be a little boy. So, and that's what I call a bullshit man. That's what, in the Brothers, this black man starts dating white women because he thinks that they're easier than black women. But she says, or the woman he's dating is named Jessie, Bill Bellamy's character. And Jessie says to him, the one thing that black women and white women have in common is we can't stand bullshit man. And that's you, the bullshit man. And that was pretty funny too, because again, that points to the whole Tyler Perry thing with I'm leaving you with his white husband. So that was anyway. So let me know what you think. Effemophobia, effeminacy in men. What do you think? How can we get over that whole misogynistic deal, especially in light of that pastor who said, little Johnny, you break that wrist. We're all not limp wristed, of course, but I don't mind if you are. More than likely, the first shoe thrown at Stonewall was a stiletto. I don't care. That paved the way for masculine and feminine men to come out and still have a life. So, rate, comment, subscribe. Have a great day, YouTube.